Why, hello, everyone.
Doggone it. I keep dropping things. Here I go again.
Here I go. Here I go.
Oh,
Here
jeez.
I go again.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness.
You okay there, Mike?
Oh, man. It's alcohol time.
Need to get that new TV.
Time to have the alcoholless beverage.
I will be having water. I'm not the designated driver, but I'm thinking of this more as an outside observer watching experiments.
So,
Happen.
Mini Elon says that Vax Headroom was 3 miles from Delta Heavy with EFT1. Yes, but he was on base. He got a He was able to get on base through
Yes.
NASA Social. And what we're saying is that if you don't have an on-base ticket of sorts, or don't have the capability of getting on base, then yeah,
Then you don't.
Then
So-
and actually, what's interesting is that he was 3 miles away on base, and Jared's going to be less than that off base.
Yep. That's right. I'll be on the side of a road that the public is allowed to stand on. So that's the cool part about it up at Vandenberg.
How neat is that?
So
It's pretty
That's
neat.
pretty neat.
yeah, there are areas that you can go to, like actual public viewing sites, but I believe the official public viewing site at Vandenberg is going to be 10 miles away from the launch pad.
Lame.
So, yeah, no thanks. So I'll be close enough that I can actually open my mouth, and the acoustics of the rocket itself will literally move air in and out of my mouth without having to do anything, which I've done before, and it's amazing. So if you can ever do it.
I don't even know what that means.
So basically the acoustical energy, so the sound,
Yeah.
the noise of the rocket is so powerful that the pressure waves from it will actually move the air in and out of my mouth.
I kind of want to see that.
I don't know if we can demonstrate that very easily.
So, we need like a slow motion camera.
So, actually, the last launch I was at, it was an Atlas V with 4 solid rocket boosters on it, and I was at the same spot about 2.5 miles away from the pad. And one of my friends who was with us when the launch was going on, it was super loud. He said, "Look back at the power lines," and you could see the power lines moving with the noise. And they weren't moving a little bit. They were moving a couple inches with each crackle of it, and it's just.
Hey, Jared, where's your mic pack at?
I can't do it. It's right here.
Move it to the other side of your body. Move it up front. Click it
Sure.
on the. Thank you.
You got it.
You're
stuff.
you're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
It's funny.
So-
Whenever you talk, there's a certain cadence you'll hit automatically in your just in your normal speaking voice that immediately makes me think you're going to go into Harry Carey
No.
any
not
moment.
quite.
There's a certain just something.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. So, also, there's some people saying that if it does blow up, I need to get out of the way. Actually, yes. I was up there once for a National Reconnaissance Office launch in the middle of the night at 2 in the morning on a weekday. So we were the only people up there. And a military Hummer started coming down the road, and we were oh great, here we go, we're going to get kicked out, or we're going to get into really big trouble. And they pulled up to us on the side of the road, and they're like, "Hey, how's it going, guys? How you guys doing tonight? You guys here to watch the launch? Oh, we're here to watch it too." It's pretty wild. And then the fun thing that they said is, "Oh, well, you guys can be where you're at. It's okay. It's just that if the thing explodes, you need to roll up your windows, recycle your air, and leave the area probably at over 100 miles an hour. So just be prepared for that, just in case."
Recycle your air.
Recycle your air.
No, you know what they're saying? They're saying buy a Model X and put it into biohazard mode.
Oh,
Basically,
man.
what they're getting at is when you watch a launch in Vandenberg, you need to make sure you're in your Model X with biohazard mode ready.
That's right.
And you just need to floor it.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
basically that's what we're gonna have to do. So,
Okay.
All right.
Ah.
So yeah,
have
basically,
I have a different one.
some people were joking about that. That's a real thing I actually have to worry about up there. So.
So 3 martinis. All right, we got 3 martinis then. Yeah,
Where's
we're
Space
good.
Mike?
She's got hers. She'll get her.
By the way,
Jameson.
Dota, sorry to interrupt you, but
Oh wait, hang on. You guys do that.
chat room is demanding the Space Mic mini box.
I know. I was just thinking that. I'm sorry. Also, by the way, my hair is amazing today. I just wanted to show you. I have really great hair today. Just pointing that out. Oh, hey, look, when I sit here, you can see my amazing hair as I work on it. It'll be great. I haven't even had anything to drink yet.
gosh.
This is So here's all right. Question, internet.
Can I get one?
Question, internet. Do you think that by doing this topic
Yeah,
today,
just
I've done a huge mistake and that we will be overrun?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna. Is it okay if I grab that New York water stuff again? Is it in here? Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah.
Then, speaking from experience, I would be prepared to change all of your passwords frequently.
Really?
Because they hacked all of my stuff and like had got into some really, really, really bad stuff. So just be prepared if we get a lot of haters. That's all I'm saying.
Is it going to be an if we get a lot of haters or when we get a lot of haters, I guess is my...
Maybe when. It could be like a delayed reaction. Like a year and a half from now, people are just like, what? F you tomorrow. The
I
earth
thought
is
we
flat.
had haters.
Here's to all my haters.
You gonna pour one out?
Here
for the
are
homies?
haters.
I don't understand the mentality behind that either. It's the, you're trying to make your point, and obviously you think that the world is flat. That's here. We'll put you down here.
Oh my gosh. Good one, Dan TC24. Good one. Roll them up.
I wish I could, I want to put him, right here, on the wall. Right there. Do I have... Hang on. Hold. Ooh, I'm going to go out of range. I'm sorry, internet.
Jared, are you petting Mike?
I am petting Mike. Who's a good
Oh.
Mike? Who's a good Mike? Who's a good Mike? Yeah. This is too much fun.
I haven't even... What, are you drunk already? What's going on in here?
Who?
All of you.
No, not yet. Did you remember to eat this time?
Yeah, she's eating olives.
You're eating olives? Yeah, that'll work. Can I have some
Green
olives?
Jim, I
but
can't
this
think of
time,
a single one.
Can I not mix them with the peach?
I can't think of a single one who would be a good guest on the show.
So the dishwasher makes the counter hot, and I said,
You can't,
Thank you.
you can't
I
think
like,
of a single flat earther that would be a good guest?
Yeah, I can't think of a single one who just wouldn't trash talk the entire time and totally derail the show.
Actually, I would be willing to... I don't know if that would be a regular show, but I would be willing to have potentially public... I mean, I don't know.
Let me just give you
in order to be a flat earther, you have to just not accept a good chunk of science, and I don't know how you can't use science to debate that then, because they'll just either they don't understand it or they choose to ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a slight problem. So.
That is delightful. Thank you, Dada.
Oh,
Hey.
Johnny boy, I do now. No, I have all
someone
sorts
get
of
her,
crazy passwords
thing?
now.
Katie's got it.
Okay.
Awesome.
Those guys.
Good. You're good.
Good.
Yep. You
Yeah.
got something at least. Yep.
Yeah,
all right.
absolutely.
Is it sparkling? Which one is it? Peach.
Yeah, I've
Peach
got the
is
peach
delightful.
today. I love the peach. It's very light and very good.
Fridge cam. Actually, a fridge cam's a great idea. Yeah, just a little something. You open up the fridge. What else do we need? Yeah. What'd you get?
I did gin tonic.
This is gin tonic. Is this is Hendrix, I assume.
Of course.
Probably the only
we
gin
don't
we have.
have another gin.
I almost got you Sapphire, but I figured you'd prefer the Hendrix.
I prefer Hendrix.
I really don't want gin. I'm about to take a sip, and every time I'm like, ugh.
All right. Well,
Yeah, destructor, you do
Cool.
need it.
Yes. Did the yellow cab drivers ever comment about my ears? I don't understand the question.
Yeah, I don't think I get that one either.
Get a bigger screen for the chat.
A bigger screen for this? Oh yeah, I suppose I don't need the rundown anymore. Also, I can do this. Hang on. Because Colton, thank you, by the way, for making the...
Yeah, thank you, Colton.
For making it bigger. So that, yeah, right? So now we can...
That's awesome.
Hang on, yeah, right?
Yeah, I noticed.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
So now we can just kind of set these over yonder. All right, what do we want to talk about? By the way, all right, so let me ask you this. Community of Tomorrow. Was today's topic okay? Did you enjoy it? Or were you like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And
Guess
you're,
we'll find
and you're
out.
allowed to not enjoy it. I'm curious. And Mike, you were definitely apprehensive. I assume you were a little worried.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm a little worried, but I mean, I'm also not at the same time because we haven't done anything wrong. Like, if they really try to do like a full-blown attack on tomorrow, I think that we'll survive it. We might have a couple of hiccups, but I think that we'll be fine because we haven't done anything wrong. And especially the thing that actually got me to remove a couple of these guys' channels is because they were downloading my videos and doing commentary over my videos from my old channel and just saying the most awful things about me. And like they were attacking me, like using my full name on Twitter and Reddit and all sorts of stuff, just attacking me like crazy. And like, excuse me. I had so many of them like claiming that I was some sort of like CIA operative or something like that to spread these types of lies. And just it just got so out of hand, like to the point where like it's literally cyberbullying. So of course I reported these guys to YouTube, got their channels deleted, which I didn't expect would happen,
That's
and
amazing.
all
Wow.
of my content got restored. And someone even sent me a really nice personal email, not just some sort of auto-generated email, saying that if anything like this happens and again, like please report them. If you see people starting new channels just under different names, but it's obviously the same people, please let us know. Blah 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 blah. It was really cool how YouTube dealt with me.
No, that's
But
cool.
That's sweet.
I mean,
that's just one example though of how like they can attack and you know, mean business. So it's kind of sad. By the way, let's see, who was it?
Selfie time.
Anyway.
We strike, wait for it, tomorrow! Oh, Dan, that's hilarious.
I like that.
Yeah. You know, I'm already fairly security conscious, right? So no one is immune, right? And I already assume that...
We don't have it open.
Ah, Carrie Ann, you're right.
You know, we can make Mike do the whole thing.
Coming up.
Let's do that. All right, Mike, you're going to do our open.
Should we do it from here?
Sweet.
Coming up.
By the way, Elon,
plutonium.
thank you for sharing the video on the SpaceX Reddit. Thank you very much.
What
So, yeah.
What was that?
Oh, I posted a new video on my old channel talking about the Dragonfly program, the reusable Dragon capsule program. And Mini Elon posted it on the SpaceX subreddit, and it's kind of a hit. It got 3,000 views just from yesterday to today.
Nice.
And I pulled up the thing. I'll read through their comments on the Reddit page later because it looks like there's a couple of them. Jeez.
Yeah,
But anyway, thank you, Mini Elon, for doing that. I should have been better about my own self-promotion. But
Which brings up a point. We will not self-post tomorrow episodes to the /r/SpaceX channel because it turns into this, should they be posting this here, shouldn't they be posting this here, debate that I don't want to have anymore because then it deters from what /r/SpaceX is about, which is about getting people excited about SpaceX, and it deters people away from what we're excited about, which is humanity in space, and instead you just have this very long conversation on, you know, what the policies of the subreddit are, and that
Right.
serves no one. So we don't post there, not because we don't like them. Actually, I visit there every day. I love that subreddit. I think they're freaking awesome. But if you want to see our shows there, if we talk SpaceX, post it yourself, however you want. The other thing is, they're mean to us. They may have liked your thing, but did you read the comments on our last show? Oh my God, they didn't. They do not like us. A lot of those /r/SpaceXers are like, we hate them waffling around. Like when I botched.
oh,
my
actually,
news-
yes, I did read that. Actually, yes, I did.
Oh yeah, when I botched my. Well, actually, it's polarized, right? Half of them love us. They do, right? They're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
no, they're awesome. Actually, I forgot who was it. Dan? Dan, was it you? Someone said along the lines of, I used to hate them, but now I'm a patron at their highest level. It's a slow burn, but you really come to enjoy it. And that was very flattering. It was really
Thank you.
It was really nice
Thank you.
to hear that. It wasn't nice to hear that you originally hated us, but it's nice to know that, you know, as a community, you reached out and you kind of understood what we're trying to do and blah, 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 and you actually enjoy it now. Also, thank you for being a patron. So I think I replied to that. I don't remember if it was a name I recognized, or a regular in the room. No, unfortunately, I don't remember.
Not sure.
Destructor1701, I'm focusing on the negative comments. No, I'm focusing on all of the comments. So I listen to negative and positive. And I actually, as they will attest, I sent that thread to everyone. And
Yes.
we've made changes to the show based on some of the negative feedback. For example, there are actually segue guides. Thank you, Mike, for doing that. Inside of the show. And we didn't really mention the box segue. I screwed up my segment, my second segment, so poorly, I just couldn't not mention it. Oh my, I got the numbers wrong. I got the order. I could not have done a worse job.
Yeah.
Seriously, and it's such an important topic. Like restoring plutonium access so that we can actually go out and explore the stars again. Big freaking deal. It was actually, you
Huge.
added it into our show notes for last week, and I moved it to this week.
Yeah.
Huge deal. And
Massive.
then because I botched it, it sounds like it's not as big of a deal as it actually is. That makes me sad.
The reason Opportunity and Spirit only lasted as long as they did is because they had to use solar panels because plutonium wasn't available as a fuel
Yeah.
in sufficient quantity to be able to power them for the duration.
It's
of their
mostly
experiment.
true. I mean, we do still have 88 pounds or whatever it is of plutonium.
Right,
Yeah, there were
but
weight
Plutonium
considerations.
is a better choice being on Martian soil. And something in orbit, you can use solar panels easily. But because of Martian soil and winds and all that, plutonium is a better choice and provides a greater power density.
Well, Opportunity is still operating right now. Opportunity was only supposed to last 90 days on the surface, and it's now like on its 4,300 and something sol.
10, 11 years or something.
Yeah, it's literally like 11 years now,
Yeah.
or 12 years actually, excuse me, on the surface of Mars.
Plutonium does degrade as well.
yeah,
right? And
plutonium
this is
does.
30-year-old plutonium.
Yeah.
It does.
Although its half-life is what, 5,000 years or
what's
something insane?
It actually that's plutonium-235. Plutonium-238 has a much faster half-life.
What's much faster?
It's on the order, I want to say, of something like a century or so, something
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Okay.
But that's still major if you're doing a long-term type of thing. Like New Horizons is not going to last as long as the Voyager spacecraft will, simply because the amount of plutonium that we had at the time of the design of New Horizons, we didn't have enough to give it the same amount of power that a Voyager spacecraft does. So because of that lack of plutonium, we're going to lose New Horizons. It's at some point before it even comes close to the distances that we're still communicating with Voyager at right now.
We might lose New Horizons before we lose Voyager.
Actually, yes, absolutely. There's a good chance because I believe New Horizons is only supposed to last until about 2025, and that's right around the time that the Voyagers are also expected to basically lose the ability to power everything that they need to operate.
I know a lot of people are afraid of nuclear power, but we shouldn't be as long as it's done correctly. As long as it's done correctly and used responsibly, it's fine. And these things are in space, so there's that too. So all right. I botched that story, and it made me sad. But Mike, so back to my main point. Mike made segues for the show. He's going to do the intro for the show. Thank you, Mike.
Yep.
I also liked how you guys kind of put your own spin on them too, and I felt like the news segment today, other than like a few hiccups, was really seamless, and everybody just transitioned from story to story really well. I felt like I did kind of the worst transitions, even though I wrote these segues.
Actually, I think we're going to use me as the segue generator because what happened was, and no one knows this, and I'm going to tell you now. Space Mike, you did your segment, which was a really good segment. It was on, I don't have it up here. I think it was your first segment. What were your two segments?
ESA, questions
the
about
ESA.
going to ISS.
It was the ESA. I was going to ask you, before we moved, I was going to ask you, what is the potential impact of the International Space Station, or would there be none? Would we just move resources around to take care of it? So I think there was a little more conversation that could have happened there. But you segued to Jared, and it would be super awkward for me to jump back in and move us backwards. So I think what we'll do is we'll use me as a point to steer the show. I'm thinking. I don't actually know, because there is a certain beauty and elegance to you segueing to Jared. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I want that conversational feel for the show, right? I want to talk with you guys, and we need to do a better job of that.
Yeah.
We need to do a much better job of talking to the internet community, even during news. Like, you guys make the show. Like, the internet is why we do this live. Otherwise, we'll just do it on demand, right? We'll just sit all of us down, do it without the chat room, make the show, and off we go. The only reason to do this live is so that you guys can experience it, you guys can give your feedback, and we can talk to you in real time. That's what makes us, I think, extra magical. And then the second part I want to do, segues were cool. Was pronunciation guides. I added a pronunciation guide to the one word I was, like some Spanish word.
Yes. And you did it.
Cielo?
Yeah, you did it correctly too.
Yeah, right. And I just right through it, right? So that actually I don't disagree with the internet on, right? When you can't pronounce stuff, it sounds like you don't know what you're talking about. And it's not really fair because we have to deal with languages all over the earth.
Yes.
Like every language, everything, Chinese, all of it. I'm not even going to list just all of it. We have to deal with all the languages,
Yeah.
and then being able to pronounce all of that correctly, seamlessly, without stuttering, is freaking hard, people.
Yeah.
But
It's a little difficult.
it is very
Yeah.
difficult, but it is a consistent comment on the show is our inability to pronounce stuff. So we're going to fix that too. So I listen to the negative comments and I listen to the positive comments too. When you guys say there's something that I like about the show, as everyone here will attest, I mess with the show a lot.
Yes.
Constantly.
Yes.
I'm pulling levers and dials. I'm seeing what works. And when you say, oh, I really, really liked that, then I'm like, we'll just go ahead and lock that lever in place and leave it there. Right? So you can see the show grow and transition over the years. And that's because I listen to you guys. And I listen to those Reddit communities. And I don't just throw those comments out as like, oh, well, they're just the internet being mean. All right? Maybe there's a grain of truth there.
Ben
Yeah.
is like the doctor driving the TARDIS.
with the parking brake on.
Well, anyway,
Back to wait.
Should I-
So now that we're done
should
with the
we-
production meeting,
should we go ahead and do an intro real quick?
Yeah, I don't like the color.
Let's see.
Oh, I do. Really? He doesn't like. You know what? You make mine with garlic, and you make yours without garlic. Do you not like the garlic olives?
I'm
in
having
general,
hummus.
I
Or
like them in the martini.
that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my hummus on.
awkward.
Phrasing.
They like watching you get drunk on After Dark.
Planetary resources 3D prints an object from a meteorite. Issa having second doubts about, or no, Issa wants to be part of an ambitious Europa mission. And what else?
Johnny said, "We're sad that Benny is gone. Benny has made it into has made it into every show in season 9. You just don't know it." So, Benny's in fact, I will say, Benny is. Let me do this. Benny's on air right now.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
That's right. Yep.
Wow.
Well, mostly.
He's obscured.
Hi, Ben. Hi, Mike.
My
Hello.
hair is still amazing. Look at that. Look at how amazing it looks. Like, what makes me sad is I'm going bald. Hang on, I'll show the internet. I think you guys.
Be
I
brave.
realized
Ben.
this. I realized this last time, but if I rotate around, let me know if you can see it. I got right. Look at that.
Right there.
Oh,
Oh man.
it's like when we started seeing the white spots on series. We were like, what is that, man?
It's kind of
What's going on?
do that.
Are those, is that magnesium sulfate on your head
There
there?
we go. There we
Ben?
go. Maybe I need a little bit of Rogaine or something. It's just a little bit. It's not. I'm not actually bald there. It's just thinner than everything else. There's hair there. You can see me pulling on it.
So do you tug on at work when you get frustrated?
Actually, what's interesting, when I tug on it, it does look less. Anyhow,
Kitty's got a spray for that.
I don't want to spray my. First off, screw you guys. Who else on the show would be like, I'm going bald? All right, Mike, do your thing. Hang on.
Because I'm kind of not.
No.
I muted
Definitely
all of you
bald.
people. Ready? Are you ready, Mike?
I think so. Let's see. 3D printing from an asteroid. Issa wants to be part of a Europa mission. And I guess
This is hard, isn't it? It's a lot harder than
It
it
is.
look, isn't
It
it?
is.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to pick like one of each of our stories, but I can't.
You know what else is hard? Going in.
I don't
want
want to be a downer. Say what?
The other thing that's really hard that people don't have no appreciation for whatsoever, although I think Jared has an appreciation for,
Oh, God.
in and out of breaks. Freaking hard,
yeah.
man.
That's difficult.
Really, really hard. All right, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Right.
All right. Coming up, NASA's next Mars mission has been delayed. Europe wants to go on an ambitious mission to Europa, and some new plutonium is being made for space missions. Blah. Screwed that one.
I liked it. I liked it. Hang on. Here's a drink for you. Have a drink. Yeah. Yum. Try again.
Coming up, NASA's next Mars mission is delayed. Europe wants to be part of an ambitious mission to Europa, and new plutonium is being manufactured for space missions. Tomorrow begins right now.
Right now.
How was that?
That was great.
Was that good?
Yeah, it was good. Oh, wait, no, I need to go to that. Boop.
Right. Come right by me.
Ah, thank you.
What am I doing?
Just come near to me. Lean in.
Really?
Is that
Really?
for the hairs or?
Really?
Hello and welcome to tomorrow.
right.
Meow. All right, someone said they wanted to see Mike somewhere else. Hang on, let's see here. Which box is he?
He's the box that has him in it.
Right there.
Oh, here. Ready?
Gotta get that. Almost right. Hang on. I don't have it quite.
Turn
I
it.
got it. Yeah, a little bit to your left, just a hair, I think. No, you're right, I guess. There you go. Right.
There you go. Yeah.
Ah! That happens in After Dark. You're welcome, Internet. My name is Mike. Look at me dance. Look at me. I'm so amazing.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, what do you want? I'm up here. Down here. Someone said they wanted him. Maybe just like, maybe just little Mike peeking out over there.
Hi, guys. How's it going? I'm here, too.
I want to do After Dark too. All right, somewhere over there.
Oh, man.
I'm excited. I can't. Oh, hey, you can actually see how all that works. I can't go into detail, but I will say that I use this show as a test bed for things that I do at the day job, and a lot of the stuff that we've been testing for this show will make it into the next webcast. And you'll probably know right away what it is as soon as we start doing it. But I'm excited for some of the things we're doing in the Jason 3 launch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be watching from the side of the road.
You have enough bandwidth to watch a live webcast?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
cool. Actually, I figured that would be perfect because if you watch like on YouTube, it's delayed by like a minute by YouTube. So you get to watch the launch in person, and then like right as you can no longer see it with the naked eye, you just go down and you get to watch it again with the Countdown Net audio, and then you get to see the onboard views. It's kind of like the best of all worlds.
Yeah, and if there's fog,
Yeah.
I'll actually be able to see it then.
When there's fog.
Which is basically all the time at Vandenberg.
Fun.
January 17th is the tentative launch date, correct?
Yes, 10:42 in the morning with a 30-second launch window.
And there you have it.
Damn.
Boom.
Which means I'll have to leave LA by about 5:30 in the morning. So, good times.
Anyone good in the chat that we missed, Carrie Ann? You've been awfully quiet during After Dark.
One thing the chat room said that I missed was stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. I didn't say stay tuned, but if they're okay with it, then I'm okay with it.
Hey, Colton, I don't think I'll be in the chat for the launch. That would be really cool to do, but I'm actually going to be on Periscope for it. So, which I'll throw on my Twitter account. And
You can
that way.
broadcast to our YouTube channel.
Or I could do that too, as well, if you want to show me how to do that today. I could just literally just stream it, I guess, to the YouTube channel. So. Yeah. I'll just have to not use the language like I usually do when a launch is happening. So.
We're not. Well, he says there's plenty of bandwidth.
On Ocean?
Yeah. I'm not going to the secret spot. So.
Okay, hang on. Is the secret spot where? Oh wait, does the secret spot have no bandwidth?
Secret spot has no bandwidth. So. Also, secret spot is further away too.
It's not as good a.
Well, where on Ocean do you view it then? Like at the end of Ocean, all the way at the ocean?
No, you can't go to the park there called Surf Beach.
East of 13th.
Yeah.
That doesn't help me because you used a direction.
The farmland, you know where the farmland is?
There's a lot of farmland.
Okay, between.
Basically, as far west as the.
So you've got the north and south Vandenberg gates, and you've got farmland on either side and ocean that goes between them.
Yes.
So, all right. So I'm at that road, Ocean, and then the north and south Vandenberg gates. And I'm heading towards Ocean.
I'm usually about a quarter mile east of that, because that's actually, the Vandenberg gates themselves are just a little bit further than.
So you're before you hit the Vandenberg gates
Yes.
then? Okay.
Yes.
That actually has always seemed. Do you turn? So there's like a road you can turn left to and kind of start going up those hills.
That's 13.
Is that 13th?
Yeah.
Is that where?
Back,
Okay.
Back on Ocean.
Okay,
On the
yep.
side of the road.
Just somewhere on Ocean off the side of the road, and then you just look over. So for those who don't know, at Vandenberg, unlike the Cape Canaveral, which is flat, right? Florida is just flat. I think we determined that it's.
353 feet is the total elevation of Florida.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's taller than the VAB, or shorter than the VAB.
Vehicle
so.
assembly building. So flat, right? You can basically sit. There's all the.
You can see the curvature of the Earth from there.
You can see there's all of the. There's the.
Processing buildings.
Cruise lines. There we go. There's all the cruise lines. If you're over near-ish the cruise lines,
The buildings on the side.
you can basically see all of the launch pads for the most part. There are a few trees in the way, but you can basically see all of them, and you can see the rockets on the pads. 39A, 39B, 40, 41, all of them. You can see right there, naked eye. Boom, off you go. Vandenberg, you can see exactly 0 of the pads because what happens is there's like hills that surround these pads. So like Slick 4E and W, Space Launch Complex 4E and W, there's a hill on 3 of the 4 sides, and the 4th side is the ocean.
Yeah.
And you can't be on the ocean side; they don't
No,
let you.
They don't.
So
That's not cool.
and so unless you're on base, like all up in there,
Which you won't be.
which you
So,
won't be.
yeah.
You cannot see the rocket. You have to wait for it to clear essentially the hills. They're almost mountains. To clear the hills before you can actually see it.
Yeah.
Like any evil mastermind worth their salt, the U.S. Army selected Vandenberg for its strategic isolation.
Yes.
And you can't see anything from publicly accessible land.
Yeah, you obviously didn't want people coming in and seeing spy satellites being launched directly.
Or-
Because if you figure out the exact time the spy satellite launches at, you can basically tell exactly what it's going to do. And back in the 60s, that was sort of like we don't want that to happen.
Or nuclear vessels being stolen.
Yes,
Nuclear
nuclear
vessels.
vessels.
Dariachi
as well,
says,
so.
"The hills are alive with the sound of rockets."
Yeah. Basically. So, actually, I'm sure if you were out on the oil rigs that are out, way out by Santa Barbara and there, or even off the coast from Vandenberg there, you may be able to see the launch pads
Do
directly.
they have to evacuate the oil rigs, or are they still
No.
allowed to?
They
they're not in the
actually,
flight path?
what happens is that they basically take like a dogleg maneuver in order to get around those. So, and also they have to worry about a wildlife refuge on outbound as well.
Really?
To polar orbits because there's endangered species there, and obviously you don't want like flaming rocket bits to land on the endangered species. So, in fact, that's what I heard was one of the reasons why they weren't flying back the Falcon 9. But that's for a whole other discussion some other day. So. But yeah, they basically, if you ever watch like an onboard rocket video of launching out of Vandenberg, like the rocket's doing perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden it turns like very sharply, and then it comes back, and that's when it's going around the oil rig. And of course, because it turns so sharply, it's like after the oil rigs, it's like, well, I got to do this again. I got to correct for it. So it's pretty cool. So
Actually, that'd be cool. I wonder if you could get out to an oil rig to watch. Would it be a good place to watch launch, or would it be a terrible place to watch?
I would
launch?
imagine that unless you're doing like long range tracking at like high up in the ascent, like towards the end of first stage and the second stage, it would be completely useless. So, but I would not be opposed to going out and seeing a rocket launch from there because how many people could say they watched a rocket launch from an oil rig? So,
I would like to.
it would be nice.
Destructor 1701 is saying I have to shave my head. Why do I have to shave
Yep.
my head?
I shaved it to rebuild it.
Here's the
He
thing,
was saying
though.
to quit complaining about the balding.
No,
and just
so
shave it.
Carrie Ann, why should I not shave my head?
Because you look like a white bowling ball.
I look like a bowling ball.
I
There
just
are
wanna-
3 finger holes in the back of your head covered up by your hair.
No, there's
Yeah.
3 finger holes
Right
in the
here.
front of his head, too.
There's also 3 numbers. I don't know what to mean. So.
Oh my god.
There was. I don't want to give him traffic, but I'm going to anyhow. There's a hilarious video online about how the SpaceX webcast team are a bunch of Illuminati.
Cool.
Do the symbol, do the symbol, do the symbol.
Oh yeah, we all have to do this.
Yep, there you go.
Like, do that.
Come on, no, everybody has to do the symbol. Come on,
this-
guys, we're
No,
Illuminati
it's
firm.
actually what it is
Yeah,
this
that's the
is
one.
technically this.
The-
Well, it's the inverted triangle, but then
Inverted
technically-
triangle doesn't make sense because triangles just have 3 sides.
Whatever. Yes. So it's this.
That other one is
Which, by the way, is actually fairly, when you don't know what to do with your hands and you're live on television, actually fairly natural thing to do with your hands. Try it sometime. Try being live on TV and seeing what you do. It's probably not what you think. It's really hard. So that, and then one of the hosts had to gesture to the screen, and he had to gesture behind him at 2 different areas. It's actually very hard to make like this gesture. So he did this, which are apparently the devil horns, I guess. So he
Yes.
gestured like this, which is a very natural thing to do when you consider the movement in which he was making and what he was trying to do. But oh my God. So this is an hour-long video because they take the full 45-minute webcast and look at every second of it. Lauren Lyons, because it's 2 L's, that comes out to in some sort of something 33.
Numerology.
Sure. So it's 33, which means that she's just a Mason because of 33.
It's the highest order, something, 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 et cetera, et cetera. And the best part is like Lauren Lyons, you know, like
Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor,
Lois Lane.
Lois Lane. I was like, okay, 2 characters that don't exist in real life. It's like an LL Cool J. I was like, which is also ladies love Cool J, which is a totally made up name. So you're pointing to
3
absolutely
characters that
nothing
don't
is
exist in real life.
Yes. Oh, it just made me want to crash the Tesla.
Oh my God, it's hilarious. I have not been able to watch it all the way through because
because it's
I
like
feel
13
dumber.
hours long.
It's 13 hours long, and after like 10 minutes, I feel a little dumber.
It's a 13-hour-long video.
No, it's not actually 13
Illuminati.
hours.
It's,
That's
no,
how
it
it
is
feels.
over an hour.
That's how
It
it
is
feels. It is
legitimately
actually
over an
yeah.
hour of just dissecting SpaceX.
I hope they do that for our show.
No, I don't.
that
I'm
would be
talking about how
amazing.
this is one of the talking about how rockets don't work in space.
Yes. They can't work in the vacuum of
That's
space.
amazing.
Obviously, it's a vacuum.
Yeah, things don't work in vacuums.
Mini Elon Master Mason is actually only 3rd degree.
So I wanted to, on the next webcast, whenever we did one of the lower 3rd titles.
Which,
I-
why are we so
I
against
wanted to
Masons
say-
anyway? They obviously build all of our stuff.
I wanted to say something like, John Innsbrucker, 3rd level druid or something. I figured like in the background of Mission Control have a bunch of people in like cloak, like cleric things in the background, like a burning staff.
Oh my gosh, that
I
was
was like,
so awesome.
Let's play into this, like have all of the talent every time be like, let's talk about the rocket now, shall we? just totally play it out. Give him just as much content as humanly possible.
Well,
And have him do this thing over the left eye. They're like, all right, now let's watch into this.
I don't know, what would that, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's the left eye of Horus.
Oh, the 3.
Yes.
It's the, what is it?
You're supposed to do it over your left eye, showing your 3 fingers.
Yeah.
And by doing it over the left eye, that's to symbolize the left eye of Horus, which was destroyed in his battle against the evil Set. Egyptian mythology.
All right.
Now that's a whole different other thing. Are you trying to do the crypt thing? What are you trying to do there, Jared?
What? No, not
I know.
yet.
Crip?
I'm wearing the wrong color for that. First of all, Mike.
Yeah.
That's really inappropriate, Mike.
Yeah, way to go, Mike.
It doesn't look right.
Why you gotta get Los Angeles history
Oh,
wrong?
hey, another thing. All right, so Space Mike, another thing that is constantly brought up is your audio. They think it sounds too echoey and crappy. So, what audio are you using?
I am using this microphone that is a relatively cheap microphone.
Do I need to get you a better microphone? Is that what we're saying? How do you wire
Probably.
your microphone in? Is it just an 1/8 inch, a 3.5 millimeter, some?
Well, actually, I had to use an adapter to plug it into my computer. I'm actually using my webcam again this time because the reason my camera wasn't working last time is my Magewell adapter is broken.
Ah, so you need a new Magewell adapter. It's the HDMI version?
Yes.
All right, so we need to get you a new Magewell adapter, and then we also need to get you some sort of audio that doesn't suck.
Yeah.
All right. Carrie Ann wants food. Also, let me just check. And she's drunk.
Again?
Try it. Try it.
Again.
Did we not tell you? to
Holy
eat
crap.
Something?
Yep, drunk.
That's it.
I
Go
mean,
let
that's
them
really
try. Go let them try.
chat room.
Come here.
So to the chat room, something that's really interesting is Freemasons and what do they call themselves? The magicians have a lot to do with the early history of NASA. And one example of the magicians is, gosh dang it, I'm trying to forget. It was the guy that L. Ron Hubbard, Jack Parsons. Jack Parsons was one of the leaders of the magicians, and he has a huge history with the early days of NASA and helped to form the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. So
Yep.
there's lots of really interesting stuff. It doesn't mean there's anything sinister going on. It's just, I mean, once you really look into it, I mean, it's fine. I mean, a lot of people are Masons that would surprise you. I mean, Buzz
Yeah.
Aldrin did this whole ritual on the moon, and even like temporarily planted a Masonic flag that he brought back and like presented to like the Grand Lodge in Alabama, I think. And there's a lot of stuff to it, and there's a lot of really interesting things, especially that go into the symbology that's used for logos and different mission patches
Mike,
and
why
stuff
haven't
like
you
that.
made a space pod about this yet?
Why haven't I made a space pod about this yet? I don't know. That's a good idea. I shall make one.
Do it.
That is actually, that's 1 over Alpha's idea. So thank you, 1 over Alpha.
Yeah, sounds cool. Yeah, I think Jack Parsons is one of my favorite rocket scientists ever. So
Oh, he's so
he was
crazy.
Like, he was like
though.
hardcore scientist, hardcore occultist, and just like he was a wild and crazy guy. So
He is so crazy.
but he
We're
did,
two wild and crazy guys.
he just
That
did
one?
he did so much that, and he also doesn't get recognized as well for just how much he contributed to American spaceflight. So
Absolutely.
I don't think Ben gets recognized for how much he contributes to the follicle count in spaceflight as well. So
Man, have you heard about Parsons' experiment to create a golem during was it the Manhattan test? Anyway, when they were testing the nuclear bombs in New Mexico.
Yeah.
So crazy.
I
So
think
crazy.
my favorite story about Jack Parsons is him like developing a liquid fueled rocket and then going home and attempting to conjure up a Babylonian goddess all in the same day.
Yep.
It's just like
That's
that
no-
is an interesting person.
That's normal, right?
Yeah, it's just a typical afternoon for an engineer. So
We're missing one. I don't know where it is.
I love the story about how L. Ron Hubbard stole his wife and his house and then proceeded to take some of his weird juju stuff from his secret order. And pretty much that is the basis of the whole Scientology thing, was just crap that Jack Parsons was sputtering, and L. Ron Hubbard turned it into a real thing. Or at least tried to, anyway.
it's pretty
But
amazing.
yeah, his
So-
Jack Parsons' house where that all went down is right here in Phoenix. I like drive by it every
That's
now
cool.
and then.
That's very cool. Yeah.
All right, on that note, I think Carrie Ann wants food, so I'm going to blame her for shutting down After Dark. Is that fair? Am I allowed to do that?
I
Yeah.
don't think Carrie Ann cares.
Why isn't Carrie Ann saying much?
Is Carrie Ann's looking up quotes on movies?
That's what you're talking about?
Did you touch her cheek?
No, I did not touch her cheek.
She should
gone.
come here and touch her cheek.
She's gone.
But then everybody's gonna see my ass. My butt. Sorry. Oh, it's after dark, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here, I'll just try and stay
Too late.
where Mike is, so that
Nope, that's not gonna work.
nobody sees me. Jeez.
You really need to try this. It's amazing.
I mean, you're a little pink, but
So the question
what
is,
are you
who's-
drinking?
Who's warmer, her or me?
Oh, who knows?
Oh my God, you are. Oh my God. Holy,
I mean, I'd probably be. right
you
up
are
there
lava.
with-
You're almost lava. He is lava.
I'd probably be almost up there if I was drinking martini. But, you know.
Martini was delicious. Thank you. You made that, right?
Got
Thank you.
started to-
Are we doing okay on the Grey Goose, or do we?
Uncle BS, to answer your question, I got this scar when I was a
got
wee
one.
lad. I had to get glass taken out of my head.
When you were a
My
wee
brothers
lad,
say that's why I'm so.
Oh.
Sad.
No, we don't.
When he was a wee lad.
All right, guys. I think that's it for this week.
Yep.
Space Mike and Jared, I will get you slates for the patrons for your space pods. Please remember to insert those.
Absolutely.
Space Mike, remember to add it to the website into Amazon S3 for your space pod, so it goes into Roku and iTunes and all the other fun jazz. You've
Okay.
already been doing that, and I think that's.
I've been
all of it.
that's the stuff I've been having problems with.
Everyone has problems with it. It's a pain in the butt.
Cool.
Wait, have you not been doing it? Or maybe you're the one that hasn't been
Yeah,
doing it.
I have not been doing it because I haven't been able to
Wait,
resolve
never
the
mind, it
problems.
was him.
Yeah, I have not been able to resolve the problems, unfortunately, for some reason. So
I thought you'd been doing it.
no, I literally like all the software I keep trying to get for it just doesn't work. So doesn't make any sense.
Your internet connection sucks.
Yes, it does. I will say that outright.
Oh, well, that's your
The
problem.
the speed of my internet connection has literally not risen since 2005. So
You can come out, park outside of my condo, and you can use my Wi-Fi.
Lisa used Starbucks Wi-Fi. I mean,
Really?
she was creative and industrial.
I guess
Why-
I should figure out how to do that.
Why
should I start
don't you?
doing? Should I start doing uploading them
Did
from
she
here?
just out rocket scientist you? I think she
Well,
did.
I just want to say it's not a rocket, so I don't know how it works. So, I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's
All
sort of
right.
a
Hey,
little thing, so.
Twika just put a good suggestion for Space Parlors. Mention the Patreon at the start of the video, not at the end of the video. I think that's a good suggestion
For what?
for Space Pods.
Talk about the Patreon campaign.
Well, you can for
And like when you give us the slates for people's names who are donating for Space Pods, do that at the beginning. Like this Space Pod is brought to you by these patrons.
Yeah, so that makes sense for right now, I think. But eventually it'll be annoying. You know what I mean? But right now we want to drive it over to the next threshold so we can get to that next goal level. You know what I mean? So it's okay. I think it's okay at the front for now. Let's play with the format and see what works and see what doesn't. I don't want to piss people off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. On that note, I think we're done.
Yep.
Space Mike, do you have any questions for us before we go on break, or are you good?
I do not think so. Enjoy your guys' pilgrimage to Disney.
All right. You have a good one, and we'll see. Oh, wait. Are you going to be able to go down to Space Up if we wanted to have you go down there?
Yeah, I'm available.
All right. Let's see if we can work that out.
That would be really cool.
Cool. On that, when is Space Up, San Diego?
January 30th and 31st.
Happy birthday to me. Actually, yeah, it'd be cool if both of you were down there and we brought you back in live at Space Up.
You got it.
That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Does someone have the gear to make that work?
A laptop?
And I can't. Mike does. He's doing it now. All right. Cool. On that note, thank you guys.
Bye, Internet.
Bye, everybody.
Like I accidentally quit tomorrow, and it brings me to a notice page that just has a bunch of messages from Nick Serve, and like the last message is 13:55 quit, leaving tomorrow.
And if you can you just close your browser completely?
Mm-hmm.
And then reopen, and then try going back to IRC and see what happens. And then if that doesn't work, you go Colton. See if that works. I don't have a new thing on the set. I don't know what to put on the set this week. We did the globe, we did the moon.
I guess with 4 minutes left of the show, I should build a rundown, huh?
That'd be a good idea. We could do the Dharma water.
No, that doesn't seem to work. Colton!
No. Colton, not quantum.
Colton!
I feel like we did the bobble rocket.
A lot of news and stuff.
Yeah, it's almost. Yes. Should have auto connected. Oh.
I'm on.
Give.
You're on, Carrie Ann? Jared, do you have a mic?
I do have a mic.
Yay.
And I am here.
Password?
There's
Were
also
you
a
here
mic
before with that
right
laptop?
there.
Is it on? Did it work?
Who's what?
Who's on first?
What's on second?
Third base!
I don't know.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Whenever I hear Donna laughing, I know things are
Going well.
going well.
Yep, magic buttons. Allows me to focus things. Although, Carrie Ann, would you do me a favor and adjust that camera for me?
Oops. Oh no.
Adjust.
There you go. And then just actually, no, that's pretty good right there. I like that.
My microphone is stuck. Like sitting on the cord in a weird angle.
2 minutes out.
Yeah, I know. It's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, everybody's commenting on how well dressed you are today.
Fancy.
You've got long sleeves. You got the houndstooth
It's because
pattern.
it is freezing outside.
It's not freezing.
It is freezing
For California, it is.
outside.
Oh my God, you Southern Californian.
I
Man
agree,
up.
actually.
It's 61.
That's so cold.
It's freezing outside.
Talk to me.
Nice. I got the California Adventure Cup today.
I've got
That's
Animal
cool.
Kingdom. Thanks.
Because
I went
last
there.
week, in case anybody cares, he had Disneyland, you had Epcot, and I had Disney World. So now
So,
we go with the lesser parks.
That's
this week.
fine.
So, although
like
you
the
have Hollywood,
theme.
you know, in all fairness, I'll take Animal Kingdom.
I have
over
Hollywood Studios. You're
yeah,
welcome.
That's fair.
Do you want to know how that happened? Luck of the draw, because that one's green and the other two are red.
What I'm wondering is what wild concoctions are in each one of those today.
Well, not till after dark. So, because
Oh,
I am
okay.
I am legitimately afraid of what would happen to the show if we drank on the show proper. I don't mind drinking after dark and being more social and laid back, but on the show proper, I think we'd be okay for like the first 8 to 10 minutes, and then it would very quickly derail. And by the time we hit comments, we'd be like, "Woo, comments!
So these guys,
Stupid!"
these guys said a bunch of stuff, and I don't think this is correct.
Harry Carey.
So, hi everybody, Harry Carey here.
All right, we ready? It's time. Dutta, you got a rundown? You good?
There's a video for Mike's Europe Not So Enthusiastic About Lunar Plans. Where is that?
That one we did not have time to make.
Got it. Then,
Other than that, you're ready to go, right?
I've got
Yes,
ginger
sir.
ale.
Start over here.
It's banned.
And record. Hi, everybody.
Hi everybody, welcome to tomorrow. Today we're going to be talking about Europe. It's a mythical land.
Europe. Of unicorns.
Hey, Ben, if you were to be a leading podcaster in your field or in Europe, which would you choose?
In Europe.
Oh, good. You had me worried there.
Really? Yeah. I feel like we should just start the show like that.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to tomorrow. We're going to be looking at our patrons. These are people who've been kind enough to give us enough money to buy hot dogs and a cool Budweiser.
Oh, keep going.
Oh, okay.
Keep going. We've started the show just like this.
Oh my goodness.
Keep going.
If you'd like to be a patron, you could go to TMRO on this
you gotta get
website called
for
Patreon.
Pete's sake.
I don't know what the internet is, but I'd probably use it if I was still alive.
Where's
way
where's
back.
my space, Mike? I mean, where's my South Park face? I
Yes.
wanna be with the South Park.
Save it for after dark, people. Let's do this again.
Okay.
Oh, it's great.
I'm telling you, have to watch live. Welcome to episode 9.02. That's season 9, episode 2 for Saturday, January 9th, 2016. No, we're going to start again because I'm not getting that wrong in the archive.
Fair enough.
Take 3 of the live show. Seriously, you need to watch live. Welcome to tomorrow, season 9, episode 2.